Hey gang, welcome back to Our Wyoming Life. This is the 30 and 30 videos in 30 days, and we're on to number 3. Please don't die on me. Holy. Hey, is there any chance I can get some help? Thanks for joining me once again. We've got a big change in weather. I think I warned you about it yesterday. We've got a couple inches of snow that has fallen so far today. Tomorrow and well, the next 2 days actually look pretty good. We're going to be up in the 40s, so that'll help us a little bit because we have to get ready for a whole nother storm that's rolling in with about 13 inches of snow. This is our normal spring snowstorms. They're really wet snows, and one of the problems is that they're very, very hard on calves. So we will continue calving over the next few days and, well, next few months actually. But what we're doing today is I've actually got 4 things that I want to complete. We have number 38, who is in the barn with her calf number 3. It's time to get those guys out of the barn. They've been in the barn long enough. They're nice and bonded. We're going to move them up to the nursery. Also, we're going to take a look at number 45, and she is the cow that yesterday we saved from the feedlot. She is now in with the heifer calves. We're going to talk a little bit more about her and what we have going on with her. We are also going to introduce you today to a brand new animal on the ranch, and that is Petunia, who is a somewhat friendly little pot-bellied pig. She's coming up as well. And we're going to go out and cake the cows because, like I warned you yesterday, we are coming into calving season, even for the cows as well. Not only just the heifers, the first-time moms that we breed early. Now we're coming into cow calving season. That is our breeding herd, and we've got to start keeping an eye on them as well. So we're going to go out and cake them and see how they're doing. So let's get started. Lots to do, lots to do. The storm, I'm not looking forward to at all, but it's one of those things that we have to deal with. Over the next couple days, we're actually going to be getting some feed ready to get us through the storm. We're also going to be, well, we're going to be moving some animals around. We're going to do all kinds of stuff just to get ready for this storm. Temperatures aren't supposed to be super cold. I think we're going to get down to about 0 degrees, but the wind chill might be killer. We don't know yet. And of course, the snow buildup, 13 inches of snow can cause all kinds of problems. You have a calf in that kind of snow and mom walks away from it, you may not be able to find the calf. So we're going to try to do as much as we can over the next couple of days to make sure that we're getting ready for this storm. But for today, it's going to be just kind of dealing with the storm that we have going on right now. We're going to get out in that storm in just a minute, but first, since we're coming through the sale barn here, we're going to grab our cake that we're going to use a little bit later to go out and cake the cows. Right now, cows are getting about 2 pounds a piece, so we're going to load up about 80 pounds of cake to be able to take out to the cows. We built this handy dandy little cake bin just a couple weeks ago, and it's actually worked pretty well for what I need it to do. Although it can still make a little bit of a mess. Carrie and I refilled this thing just today. And I got to tell you, it is pretty handy. Now that we've got our cake loaded up, we can venture into the very bright, white, and cold outdoors. We're going to leave the gator here. In fact, I think I might actually start it so it warms up just a little bit. I mean, if you're gonna have a heater in the gator, you might as well use it, right? We'll let that warm up. Number 38 is still down here in the barn. We're gonna be moving her up towards the nursery. And in fact, as this weather gets worse over the next few days, most of these heifers will probably actually go up that way. There is a shed, there's shelter, and it'll actually work out better for them to be up there. But for now, they are still here in our heifer corrals. And one of the things that we're looking for as the barometric pressure drops, the storm moves in, we will see some of these heifers go into labor and have their calves. Number 45 is still our wild card, and I really didn't get a chance to talk about it in yesterday's video. And one of the cool things about doing the 30 and 30 is that I can reference back to something that just happened yesterday. The loss of the hair on her is probably due to mites or lice or something like that. She's not going to want to hang out with us. The ivermectin that we gave her yesterday should actually take care of that. Also, let's see if I can catch up to her, so at least she's here with us. I also want to address the fact that she did come out of the feedlot. Now, we normally finish steers, which are male calves that are castrated, she's going to go back that way, in the feedlot. But if we have a heifer that is empty, right now, actually, we decided that rather than keep her for an entire year, not get a calf out of her, hope that she breeds back the following year, we decided to take, I think there was 3 or 4 heifers that were open, that weren't pregnant, that we decided to go ahead and move into the feedlot. She was one of them. We thought that she was empty. When we preg checked back in October, we don't know really what happened. If she does have a calf in her, great. We'll take that calf. She'll become part of our breeding herd. How it happened, we're not exactly sure. Some, vets are not 100% correct all the time. So when we ultrasounded her, the vet may have missed something. We could have written it down wrong. There's a number of different things that could have happened there. But the good news is that we did catch it if she is pregnant, and she does look it. In fact, if you look at her right next to this number 48, who is a pregnant cow, we're sure, you can see the roundness on the side there, and that pretty much is indicative of having a calf in there, is the bowling out of one side. A full belly doesn't quite do that. So the other problem that we have is obviously pulling her out of the feedlot on the B team. What fills that spot? And unfortunately, I think it's too late in the game to actually move another steer in her place, or even another heifer, which I don't think we have another one. I think they're all in, but moving a steer into her place really doesn't work for us. The steers over there are going to be a little bit smaller. It's just going to take too long to get them fed up. So the problem now is that instead of 6 steers coming up, and when would she be ready? Would have been ready. She would have been going, let's see, we'd have one going March. She would have gone in about June, I think, if I'm doing my math right. Instead of having 6 steers go in June, we're just going to have 5, which does limit us on the supply of meat that we have at that time, but it is what it is. There's no use crying over spilt milk. So we move on and we keep on keeping on. We are now going to be, well, we're walking up towards the nursery. I do want to check on our 2 calves that we have in here along with their moms. And we're going to be moving number 38 and number 3 up here as well, getting them out of the barn. There is, obviously, it's not the nicest weather in the world to be doing this, but they do have a shed back here that they can get into, and I can't leave them in the barn forever. They do need to start getting out, getting acclimated a little bit, and like I said, the next couple days are actually going to be pretty nice. So back there we've got Duke and Magpie and Hope and Maggie. Everybody's all set up in here. They're all hanging out. They've got food, they've got water. They're not in the shed. I guess if it was cold enough, they would move their calves in the shed. So I'm going to trust that they're good moms. And now we can start moving the next good mom up to hang out with them. So we're going to head down towards the barn and bring them right up this way. Current temperature is 28 degrees, and before we can move these guys, we've got to get our other troublemakers put away. So come on guys, let's go. No, you can't come. Emus too, come on. Let's go. I'm gonna close it up here so we can get them moved into their pen. This has kind of been the interesting part about trying to calve this year with emus and the donkey in the barn. Been a lot of musical chairs or musical stalls. Why don't you guys come up in here? Come on, go to your house. No, 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 no. Okay, fine, go that way, I don't care. Come on. Come on, Ethel, you gotta go too. They're always trying to eat my camera. We're gonna close the gate here. Those dang emus, man. Always going after cameras. We've got them stashed away. Last thing I want is an emu or even a donkey running the gambit. So we're gonna open up this gate now. And go and open the other gate. And then we can let these two out. You guys ready to go? Get your baby. Hey, you forgot somebody. Come on. Go get your mom. Go get her. Follow your mom. Oh no, you fell down. Come on, let's go get your mom. Follow her. Hey, she's going that way. Follow your mom. Really? Am I gonna have to push you the whole way? Come on, you little stinker. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, we can do it. Let's go get our mom. Come on, let's go. Come on, you're a big boy now. Yeah, you are, you're big. Uh-oh, gate's closing. Let's get in there before it closes. Come on, keep going. Go get your mom. Come on, let's go. Come on. Good kids. Yeah, look at you go. I brought a new kid to play with. And then there were 3. And they're having fun and making friends. So that's all that really matters. They'll be fine hanging out together. We are now gonna head towards the barn. Let our donkey and the emus out because I'm sure they're annoyed that I locked them in. And, you know, I didn't let them eat the camera, which is apparently a delicacy for emus. If I put the camera down, they're all over it. See? They just can't get enough. Okay, you guys can come out on your own time. at your own pace. We are gonna head back over here to our nice and warm gator, hopefully, and head out to the cows, who, like I said yesterday, oh, hi Peacock. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Like I said yesterday, these guys, if the cows go full term, then we're looking for a starting date of calving of April 12th, I do believe. However, we know that's not going to happen, and we're going to have early calves. We're going to have late calves too, but a majority of them will be born hopefully within the time frame that we're looking for. But as we can see with the heifers, it's just a waiting game a lot of times. You can't dictate when anything's going to go into labor. So that's why we have to be there for them. We have to be checking every few hours, especially during the storm that's coming up. We're going to take you guys on a bunch of checks because we're going to be checking all the time. In fact, we're practically going to be living with the cows. But for now, we're just going to go out, cruise around, take a look and see who's looking big, who's got a bag, all that kind of good stuff. And then we're going to give them this cake. And don't forget, coming up, we are going to go visit Petunia, the newest addition to the ranch. And if you've been watching the webcams, you've seen her out with the goats, and she is a potbelly pig. So we're going to see what she's up to. All right, heading out to the cows. I left this gate open earlier so I could just zoom right out here, but it got closed, which is all good. The cows, along with last year's weaned calves, are hanging out here in the cow shed, which is a pretty smart move on their part. We're going to kind of drag them out a little bit because I want to give them some cake. And one of the nice things about being able to cake the cows is you can get them all standing in a row where you could drive along behind them and, you know, take a look at their parts and see what's going on. Who wants cake? Excuse me. Here's some more. Hey, what are you doing? Sneaky, sneaky. All right, all the cake is now out. We can jump back in the gator and kind of cruise around these guys. The first cow, based on ultrasound, that's due is number 17. The problem is we're not going to be looking at the right end to be able to tell who's what, but, or at least by their ear tag anyway. Oh, there we go. What is you? Who are you? 130. Look at that one. Now she's starting to fill in. Now she is an older cow. I know it's hard to see. She's an older cow, but you can see that she's starting to fill in the udder there. Whereas, for comparison, Bambi here has nothing going on. Just for kicks and grins, let's see if we can find number 17 in here. There she is right there. Number 17. There she is. Let's roll back here. And I would say probably nothing happening. But either way, everybody's happy to get cake, and it gives us a nice chance to take a look at these cows, see what we got going on. I think that number 130 that we saw back over here, she's looking pretty big. And hopefully she doesn't decide to download in the middle of this storm, but that's always a possibility. All right, we're gonna leave these guys alone, and now we're gonna head over towards the goat pen. Introduce you to Petunia. I had to laugh. I think we talked about her in the Patreon exclusive live stream, which takes place at the end of every month. In fact, at the end of the 30 and 30 here, we'll actually have a Patreon exclusive wrap party, which is a live stream. That's a lot of fun. We did it last year, and it's just a hoot. We do it in the shop. We talk about the 30 and 30, the 24-hour live stream, all that kind of good stuff. If you're a Patreon supporter, we'll let you know about that as the time comes. We'll get you guys a link to be able to join that. Also, we do have a live stream this weekend taking place on the Beyond the Ranch channel, which is our sister channel. That is our last live stream before we wrap up the 30 and 30. So if you'd like to join us on, let's see, Sunday night at 7 o'clock, we will be there with our last live stream during the 30 and 30. Kind of frees me up and gives me a chance to take a little bit of a break from the live streams and really concentrate more on videos, especially as we get going with calving. Okay, we're over here. This is the chicken house slash goat pen, and with this kind of weather, everybody looks to be inside, so we can duck in here. Oh, never mind, somebody's out. That's fancy there, saying hi to us. But if we get in here, there, that is Petunia. Petunia's new roommate for all the little goats. Everybody's still kind of figuring out who likes who and who's friends with who, and Petunia's apparently afraid of the camera. She took off. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen her move. Let's go outside and see if we can introduce ourselves. There she is. Hey, where are you going? Hey, Petunia. Here, go inside. There you go. I don't think Petunia's a big fan of the camera. I don't even think she's a big fan of the cold weather. It's a lot nicer in there, isn't it? Yes, it is. And if you are a fan of the webcam, which is right up there, thank you very much for watching. We do have a chat there as well, so you can chat with other folks that are watching the webcam in real time. And if you'd like to find it, all you have to do is go to our website, OurWyomingLife.com, click on webcams in the very top banner there. So guys, that's it for today. We're gonna go kind of cruise by the heifers one last time. Of course, nobody was doing anything when we were over there last time, but as long as we're out and about, we might as well take a look. I kind of try to tell everybody, if you happen to be out anywhere within, 20, 30 feet of the heifers, always worth taking a look at them, because you never know how fast things can change. We'll swing in and see what they're up to. Still eating. Group hanging out over there. I think they're actually watching the alley that cow and the calf 38 and number 3 just walked down. I think they're like, well, when do we get to go? Well, have a calf and then you'll be able to go. We'll let you go. You can be free and, well, at least go to a different corral with cows and calves. So that's the hope. We'll continue calving here on the ranch. We hope that you continue watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. A big thank you to our sponsors this year during the 30 and 30, of course, FBN, Farmers Business Network. We're going to have some pretty cool videos coming up with them and what they've got going on. And everybody else that supports Our Wyoming Life in one way or the other. We've got the Aero-Equip Corrals. We've got Hustler Equipment, and I'm just going to happen to drive by right here. Hustler Equipment, big help to the ranch, and of course you for watching and being a part of Our Wyoming Life. I feel bad Carrie's out walking around. Where are you going?
To the farm store.
It's warm in there. At least I hope it is.
It was earlier. It's warm in the high tunnel too, but it's between the two things.
Yeah, we need a tunnel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.